In the heart of downtown Toronto, in Victoria Memorial Square, we walk past headstones dating back to 1793. Many headstones are significantly worn away due to the elements. In the 1880s, only 35 headstones were left out of hundreds. The missing ones were destroyed or gone from theft, vandalism, or weather. All of the wooden ones disappeared by the mid-1950s, as well as 3 headstones. 17 headstones survived, 12 of which have been identified. Catherine Simcoe is the youngest to be buried here at the tender age of 15 months. Her headstone had disappeared by the 1850s. None of the stones here are in their original place. Now let's take our leave from the graveside and journey into JJ's kitchen to create Halloween treats for spooky and not so spooky guests alike. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Vegetarian Cooking with JJ. This week's episode is our Halloween special. The treats that I'm going to be making are geared towards kids, or kids at heart, so you can use them for your Halloween party. So we're going to get started. We're going to be making some apple wedge faces, some slimy green popcorn, and a pumpkin spice apple cider cocktail. So now it's time to get started. We're going to be using our green Granny Smith apples here, and we'll cut them into wedges. So actually we're going to quarter them. We'll worry about the seeds afterwards. Like so. You want them to be thick enough so that we'll be able to create our mouth here. Now you want to create your mouth. You can plan out how big you want the mouth to be and the shape of the mouth to your preference. You may also like to make different shapes of mouths. See, here you go, another shape. You may wonder, what can I do with the centers? Well, simply have them as a snack as you prepare for your Halloween party. We're going to be using pieces of curly parsley for the hair, just to make our creature funky. And for the tongue, we're going to slice the raspberries in half, and we're going to be using the blueberries. And for this one, I'm using peanut butter, organic, with no added sugar. You can use the peanut butter alternatives. There's wow butter, as well as the sunflower butter. We'll be using some sunflower seeds to create our teeth for our creature. While you can use the blueberries whole, it may add too much weight, so you feel free to cut them in half. I'll just show you. You get an interesting eye here. You can use the inside like so, or flip them the other way. I'm feeling like this kind of looks a bit more scary, so I'm going to go for that. Slice your raspberries in half and it will create a nice little tongue for our creature. You can just stick in the teeth You actually don't need peanut butter. Feel free to do different designs. The teeth. We're gonna put the peanut butter on the backs of our blueberries here. It's okay if you see the peanut butter, if you add a little bit extra, because it just gives the creature more character. We stuck on some parsley with the peanut butter as well for the hair. Now my finger's stuck. Oy vey. Put this on our plate and then we'll create the rest of our creatures. He has a funky hairdo here. Got our tongue stuck in there. You don't all have to be the same type of creature. Maybe they're a mixture. For the blueberries on this one, we'll use the outsides. Found it was easier to place the teeth how I wanted them first, actually, and then gently place in the tongue. As for this guy, he had some hair loss problems, so we're not going to add a toupee or anything. Here are our creatures. Here our Dutch oven has heated up. We're going to add some oil to coat the bottom of it. A couple tablespoons or so. We'll have our lid ready to go. We're going to put our kernels in, 1/4 cup's worth, and we're going to cover it. I'll just put these creatures in the fridge. Pop it off to the side. Just in case any more kernels pop, allow it to sit for a minute or so. So we're going to make sure that there's no hard kernels in them.
The lining in microwave popcorn is not good for you. There are PFAs, forever chemicals.
Okay, we're going to add in a little bit of salt. We'll add in a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. Oops, I think we got a sunflower seed in there, but that's no biggie. We'll add 3 drops or so of our food coloring. We're gonna add in 1 cup's worth for vegan marshmallows, the Dandy's brand. Okay, it's getting slimy, so turn off the heat. There we go. Woo! Mix in and popcorn. Now we'll just let it cool. We'll just pour a bunch in. 1, 2, we got 4 cups here of our apple cider in this bowl so that we can mix it up. Now we need our can opener. We're getting a little bit of pumpkin puree here. For this amount, we're going to do 1/4 cup. Here we go. Just pour it in our bowl. Or cauldron. Well, it's not bubbling, but you know. And we have a teaspoon of our pumpkin spice blend. We'll just pop into this bowl. And we're gonna add some maple syrup. You can add the amount to your liking. Depending on what sweetness level you're going for, it doesn't have to be too much. Let's just give it a taste test. Quite nice. There you go. And a special ingredient for the adults. You can add some spiced rum if you like. I'm just adding an ounce. Whisk it up. Add the amount that you prefer. You can just keep this drink as a virgin drink as well, or you can do a half and half, half for the adults and half for the kids. Just make sure you keep the ones for the adults out of reach of the kiddos. Or you might have some things to deal with. Splash of vanilla. There we go, not too much. Now we're just going to do our garnish. So we're just going to get a ring of apple. So just make sure there's no seeds or anything. This will just be for the glass here. Our drink is all mixed up nicely, so we'll scoop some into our glass. Very carefully. Try not to make a mess, of course. To give that a little wipe down. Excuse me a moment. That's better. Here's our pumpkin spice Halloweeny drink.
Tune in next week to find out what I made with the leftover pumpkin puree.
It's that time again, everyone. We get to try our delicious Halloween snacks, complete with the drink, of course. Which one should I try first? Maybe I'll try the less messy one, our little creatures here. The hair, the crazy eyes, the tongue. Here it goes. I love the raspberry tongue. And there's no rules on how to eat this. Of course, it's a nice, healthy, and fun snack for the kids. Now, depending on the age of the kids, you may even want to have them participate and make their own little creature. Or, you know, if their parents are around, they can help them out with that. And it would be quite fun for the kids, I think. Have a sip of our fancy pumpkin cocktail. It's quite nice. Now for the stickiest one of them all, the green slime popcorn. I did not want to overdo it with the food coloring. It's greener than it appears on the camera, but here it is. Ooh, nice and sticky. And it's quite nice. So there you have it. I hope that you had fun with these Halloween themed snacks and the drink, of course. Remember, you can always make the drink a virgin drink or split it up like I suggested. Or you can do something fun with cranberry as well. I didn't have too much time to make floating eyeballs for the drink or anything like that, but maybe you have some time to do that. Let me know in the comments below if you try out these Halloween treats, and also if you get the kiddos to make these creatures. Let me know if they had fun with that as well. I'm always interested to hear from you, so do not hesitate to drop me a line down below. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them as well. So remember, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, hit that little bell notification icon so you don't miss a single video. There's going to be a new video popping up every Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern, so you don't want to miss it. This is JJ signing off, keeping things interesting in my kitchen and in yours. Bon appetit.